Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your August 2021 tarot reading. I am Tina, your host, and these are intuitive messages. They are also general messages, so please just understand that they may not resonate with everyone. I'm going to get right into it, Sag. I'll pull out a first layer of cards, get an idea of the general energies that are happening for you, and then we will go in and clarify those energies. All right, Sagittarius, let's see. Because they are intuitive messages, I do like to shuffle with you a little bit on camera. Helps me tune into your energy. All right, I'm gonna stop it here for you. Two of Swords at the bottom. Page of Swords. Okay, there's a lot of sword energy. There is, but you get a grip on it all. Two of Swords is at the bottom, so it may not be obvious, but right now you're at a crossroads. It might be obvious, let's be honest. You are Sag. So while you're a fire sign, you're very intuitive, Page of Swords is the situation. This is a student energy. It's like you need more information. Or you're trying to... if you're experiencing confusion, this is you really actively this month removing it. Like he slices through those clouds, you know. There's still some clouds there, but there's a lot more clear sky. There's a lot more clear sky, and it's a page, so it's really about discovering things, learning things, saying to yourself, I don't know everything. What can I learn? What can I gather here? What's the truth? You're a sign of the truth. You know, you're opposite Gemini. Gemini is about information and facts. Sagittarius is the bigger picture and wisdom and truth, right? So it's just two different sides of the axis, and it feels like the truth is coming out. Your card is on the spread too here, Sag. Temperance is here. In the challenge position, you got that Nine of Pentacles. I don't know if you want to leave a person or a situation behind here, and that's what's posing itself as a challenge for you. Or if you're really just thinking about your finances and needing to be independent here, just being able to take care of yourself. And not just like surviving, this is thriving. How can I enjoy the comfort that I deserve because I worked for? So there's an independent energy or single. So we'll know more. Where's your mind at and what are you focused on? You have the Eight of Swords. I think you're focused on getting yourself out of a situation that can make you feel a little trapped right now. If not, then this is just showing this is overthinking energy, right? Analysis paralysis. Yeah, just overthinking. But it can very much be there's a situation in your mind and you're feeling like it's just making you feel like trapped, like, you know, in bondage, right? You're not free. And I mean, nobody likes that. But definitely not Sag. Definitely none of the mutable signs, especially. You, Sag, I mean, you're known to be an adventurer and an explorer. So you're like, I can't feel like this anymore, right? And that's where your mind is at. Your approach is beautiful. You got Temperance. Beautiful energy. Temperance is, it's balance, it's patience, it's appreciating moderation. It's knowing how to make different things work together. You're also, I feel like when it comes to emotions and energies, avoiding extremes, right? You're like, let me be patient, let me be calm. I also think you're gaining a deeper understanding here with Temperance. That's why you're embracing that energy. Because when we're younger, we don't embrace Temperance. We have to go through things to learn, right? Like, why would I go in hot and heavy? Sometimes you do need to. A lot of times you really don't, right? And so that's where Temperance is just like, it's a wiser energy. And it's because it's gone through probably some mistakes, right? It's how you get there. All right, in your environment, you have the Three of Cups. This feels nice. It can be a reunion, celebration, a get-together. But it's easy energy, right? It's easy energy typically with the Three of Cups. They're literally toasting and dancing, right? It's very supportive. It's feeling like you're with kindred spirits, feeling like you're with your tribe, right? And you guys are all vibing and feeling the same and just, you know, really good energy. Coming towards you, I love this, especially because I see the Eight of Swords on your spread, Six of Swords. You have the strength, the mental strength here to keep it moving. You might actually decide to move it away from a particular situation because you feel like it's not serving you. You move away from choppy waters onto calmer waters. You take your past with you. There's a reason their backs are kind of hanging like that. It's not super excited. That's to the point that you know it's just not in your best interest to stay in the energy that you were in, right? You're like, I got to keep it moving it along. That's what's coming towards you. But yeah, for some of you, honestly, especially because this Nine of Pentacles is here in the challenge position, you could really leave something behind. All right, let's go in and clarify. Oh, Nine of Cups is at the bottom. Oh yeah, Two of Swords. All right, clarify all of these energies for Sagittarius. Please clarify for August 2021. I'm not taking it, it's too many. So I'm nosy though, aren't I? Seven of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ten of Wands, Six of Wands. Confused and then quickly taking action and making decisions. There's a heaviness here, but there's also success over all of it. So that's nice. All right, let us go in and clarify, please, for Sagittarius. August 2021. Okay. I'm going to stop it here for you, darling Sag. Okay, Ace of Wands is at the bottom. Personal reboot. Feeling inspired again, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Two of Cups came out. Yeah. Okay. I think the party's over. I think you're choosing you, Sag. I think you're choosing you. I think it's uncomfortable, but at this point, it's necessary. And not in some selfish way that you're choosing you, but you can't be in a situation that drives you insane. You can't be in a situation that you can't be yourself, or that you feel like your power is removed, right? So that's when I say, whenever I say you're choosing you, you have to, because it's not healthy, right? And so really just choosing a healthy choice. So even choosing you is not probably the most accurate thing, but all right. Clarifying the Page of Swords, Sagittarius, you got the Two of Cups. Yeah. You're trying to get clear on this relationship or connection here. Maybe it's connections in general in your life, right? You're like being open. You're saying to yourself, I don't know everything when it comes to either a particular relationship or your connections in general, right? You're like, what is the truth? What are the facts? What's the fiction? What's the truth, right? It's like you're removing the confusion. That's what's happening in August, is removing this confusion from your own mind. And then because the Two of Cups came out, I mean, how else to read this Nine of Pentacles than going independent? Or you're trying to find your independence in a partnership here, and you're not feeling it, right? You got the Knight of Pentacles here in the challenge position as well. And I don't know if you're just like annoyed that it's not coming faster for you, whatever this independent energy is. Maybe there's something here that feels like it's not willing to bend, which is very like opposite of Sagittarian energy, right? This is very my way or the highway. This is how I like to do it, so that's how I'm doing it type of energy. And that can be difficult to work with in a partnership, right? An unyielding, unbending type of energy is not exactly the healthiest. So I don't know who that I don't know who needed to hear that, but I guess I was here to say it. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously about your independence, maybe just going single from a particular connection, if not more than one here. And I feel that's what is happening. I really do. I really do, because it's not feeling good right now. You're not feeling like you're in your power. So whether you want to call it single, whether you want to call it independent, you want to feel in your power. You want to feel good about yourself. You want to feel good in your skin. Embracing yourself, feeling yourself, enjoying the luxuries of life. All right, where your mind is at and where you're focused on, clarifying the Eight of Swords is the King of Wands. Very interesting, Sagittarius. Very interesting, because these two kind of contradict each other. That's the Two of Swords energy that we were seeing. I feel like once you want to take this path, then you want to take that path, but you actually know which one you should be choosing. Because the King of Wands, first of all, faces things head on. And if they got to think outside the box, they will think outside the box. Whereas this one feels like they're trapped in a box. You know what I mean? So it's really interesting. So you're like, what do I need to do to remove this energy for myself? It's very flexible. It's opposite of the Knight of Pentacles. So it's so interesting. But yeah, the King of Wands is like, it's action man. Action man. And when I think of King of Wands, I think of Sagittarius. So it's really interesting. But I feel like this is you really getting your power back and saying to yourself, you'll be adventurous. You'll do things that other people wouldn't do. You'll take bold actions. That's the King of Wands. And so whatever it's going to take for you to get out of whatever's making you feel trapped, I think you're going to do it. Or you're preparing yourself to do that. Your approach, clarifying temperance, judgment, decision. It's you, awakening, that's judgment, right? These people are rising from their coffins. You could call it rising from the ashes, but you're waking up. You're waking up. And it's this inner calling, and it's just like you cannot ignore it. Temperance is you're being patient with it. You've been through a lot with temperance, so that's why you're being patient. Judgment, you know, is a card that's ruled by Pluto. Pluto is a planet of deep transformation. Like you want a total overhaul of your life. It's not like I just want a new career. You're like, I look around, dude, I'm not happy with myself. I'm not saying that this is you, because every card, there's levels to it. It can just be as simple as having an important decision and you're trying to take the middle path so that you avoid extremes. And for most of you, it will be that simple. Some of you though, this is me, you know, in the last 6 years, and I'm still like going through it, to be honest, with judgment. It's just looking around and just every area of life, I was like, oh God, I need like massive overhaul change. I am no longer happy. I've outgrown it. It's time I up level and match the energy that I'm in. And so that's judgment. It's just like everywhere. When it comes to your work, maybe where you live, your relationships, your identity, all of it. So again, but for most of you, it's temperance and judgment, right? You really are trying to avoid extremes when it comes to a decision. You don't want it to be out of balance. So you're being patient and you're being moderate here. In your environment, that Three of Cups, I was like, oh, it's fun times and good times. Okay, let's, clarifying that is death. So maybe you're having fun times with a Scorpio. Fine. For most of you, will feel that the party's over. The party's over. The celebration's over. The vibe, the tribe, there's changes here. Yeah. There's changes there. You've outgrown it. It doesn't feel in alignment anymore. And look, you have 2 cards of Scorpio, right? So just want to say that there. But yeah, it just feels like that party is over, that those connections, those vibe, I don't know if they're as deep as you need them to be for where you're at, because it's the Three of Cups. So it's just like it's a feel-good time, but it's not necessarily deep connections, right? It's not the 10 of Cups or even the 2 of Cups. Right? But yeah, there's maybe you don't, I don't know. Maybe you don't feel supported the way you used to there. Maybe that's why there's just this desire to move away. That being said, in the near future, clarifying that 6 of Swords is the 5 of Swords. You're moving away from conflict here. Even if it's within yourself, right? Maybe there's a fight. Whatever it is, you're moving away from conflicting energy here. It's because you have the mental strength at this point, at the end of August, to say, ugh, you're thinking way clearer than that 8 of Swords. You're like, it's in my best interest at this point to keep it moving. I didn't want to. These characters did not want to. But they have to. They have to. Or do you want to just go down with the ship, right? I'm not talking about abandoning people in times of need. But it's about understanding what is really in your best interest and what a healthy choice looks like. This is that healthy choice. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Sag. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, show some support. Hit like, drop a comment down below, subscribe, of course. All right, Sagittarius, I do wish you the best of luck. I thank you, and I will see you all very soon.